Hey everybody, so Professor Aloy here. I'm here to talk about the evidence-based practice perioperative article review assignment. So the first thing is I'm going to extend the due date. So this assignment is now going to be due on April 1st. And no, that's not an April Fool's joke. And I want to give you a little bit more time. I want to discuss the requirement of this assignment so that way everybody can be on the same page. This Thursday and Friday, I am going to be online in my Zoom room both days from 10 to 11. And I highly encourage you, I'm not going to make this mandatory, but I highly encourage you to all come in, and I'm going to send a link and I'll show you exactly how to get to my Zoom room. And I want you to show me the article and we can talk about it so you're on the right track. If you submit an assignment and it does not meet the topic requirements, you will get a point reduction for that. So let's get started. Let me kind of first talk about the assignment and I'll go into some details. So for this assignment, and I'm just going to be reading off here, you are to do research and select an evidence-based perioperative centered article that was published within the last 2 years. So this has to be published sometime between 2018 and 2020. Since 2020 has started, I will take articles from 2017. Now, this is where students get in trouble. So this article, it must be related to a legal or ethical issue that are faced by perioperative nurses. You might find an amazing article that talks about a legal or ethical issue that affects the patient, or affects the doctor, or affects the hospital, or affects the anesthesiologist. But if it doesn't affect the perioperative nurses, it does not meet the requirement. So you might find something on end of life. You might find something about consent. But if it's only speaking to the patient or other involved party and it doesn't talk about these issues that face perioperative nurses, you're going in the wrong direction. So this is why it's really important that I want you to meet me in my Zoom room later this week so we can make sure that you are going in the right direction. So a couple places that I'm going to guide you to look for some articles, and I'm also going to help you with some search terms. So the first thing I want to say is the Los Angeles Pierce College Library has the whole AORN journal, the whole collection online, and I am going to show you right now how to get to there. So the first thing that I want you to do is, let's even go back. I want you to go to the Pierce College website, which you should be seeing most of it here. Hold up. Okay, so here's the whole Pierce College website. What I want you to do is go to the library. And when you go to the library, it's going to take you to here. I want you to click on Advanced Search. And then at the top, you're going to go to Find Journals. Now you're in the Find Journals section. You're going to type in AORN. And you're just going to search. What's going on? Oh, here we go. Okay, so now we have the AORN journal online. You could also get hard copies if they have them at Circulation Desk. Oh, that's at Valley. Oh, they're on storage at Valley College, so you don't want to do there. So this is where you want to go. So available online. Let's go ahead and click on it. And then you're going to have to do some more searching in here. Let's see. So I'm not going to take more time, but you can go in here and we can find some journal articles. So this is one place where you can go. All right, hold up. Okay, so another place where you can go is Google Scholar. And then you have to use here like Boolean search terms. So let's say legal issues in perioperative nurses. I'm going to do nursing. We're going to do nurses. Let's see what we get. Okay, so here we get about 45,000 results. So that's more than we want. So let's go over here. If it's going to let me over here. Custom range. And let's say I said 2017 through 2020. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So that brought your search results down to 6,500. That's still an awful lot, but let's see. Sort by date, sort by relevance. Are there any other ways to search? Include patent dissertations. So anyway, this is just one example in Google Scholar that you can look for evidence-based articles to meet the requirement for this. I'm going to go back here, legal. Let's see, in perioperative, let's see perioperative nurses. Let's try this one. Operative. Let's see what this says. Okay. So I use legal issues and operative nurses. I want to switch over here my dates to 2017, 2020. So I have about 17,000. Let's make this ethical issues. Ethical issues and operative nurses. So when you pick your search terms, you just really have to be thoughtful about it. You can use words such as or, and, not, except. So what I recommend is using combinations of words. Write down your combinations of words because that will help you kind of brainstorm and then also know what you've already searched. Okay, so let's get back to the assignment. So hopefully at this point you kind of have an idea of what you're going to be doing. Okay, so talked about Pierce calls. I also said in class, please, if you're in a collaborative, you could use whatever college you are doing your collaborative at. So for this assignment, you must submit a copy of the article with your submission. If you do not, there will be a point reduction. You have to write a minimum of 750 words. Okay, it must be in APA format. You must have a title page and a reference page. Your reference page needs to be a separate page. So let's get into the actual instructions. So number 1, write a synopsis of the article that discusses the pros and cons of the issue being discussed and how it affects perioperative nursing. So you must have a topic that you can talk about pros and cons, good and bad, benefits and disadvantages. If you can't do that, the article you've chosen is not acceptable. It's not meeting the requirement. You also have to discuss how this issue affects nurses working in the perioperative setting. The perioperative setting now could be the operating room, the PACU, same-day surgery, holding area. It could be a circulator nurse. It could be a registered nurse that's working in the role of a scrub tech. So there's different roles within that setting. It could be a nurse working in the PACU, the holding area nurse, so different areas. So we need to be thinking about how this topic affects those settings in the operative realm. In addition, you need to list 2 to 3 clinical applications or awarenesses for your practice as a student nurse based on this issue in nursing. So this is very specific. Please make sure as you're writing your paper, you are including these prompts so you can get full points. As I said, this is APA format. If you are having challenges, I recommend getting an APA reference manual or going on Purdue OWL and really orienting yourself to APA. As I said previously, your paper is to include a cover page. It must be double spaced, and you must cite your sources, and that must be in the body of the paper and on your cover page. Please make sure as you're writing your paper, any words, thoughts, ideas that you got from your article that are not your own, you must cite them. You also must paraphrase, which means you cannot write verbatim what's written in the article. You must take what is written in the article and synthesize it, process that, what you've read, and then rewrite it in your own words. If you do have to write something word by word, you would have to use quotations and then cite that as well. So I hope this gives you some more information. I will be online on Thursday and Friday from 10 to 11. I do not know if my Zoom account will be set up. And all that means is that in our Canvas course, you'll see an icon on the left that says Zoom, that we can kind of use Zoom in the course. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be posting as an announcement the join code for my Pierce College Zoom room. So on Thursday and Friday, during those times, I'll be online. You guys can drop in and talk to me about your papers and your topics. And then moving forward, I'm going to be having, as I said, I'm going to be having Mondays. I'll be in my Zoom room, and probably more frequently, just depending on what the needs of the class are. So let me know if there's questions. I know this is a stressful time, but we're going to get through this together. All right, guys. Bye-bye.